like to introduce you to my D-0 build. This little robot is pretty much all 3D printed based off Michael Baddeley's files that are made available to his Patreons. Some of the differences I have in my build compared to his: I've used a little switch mode power supply to drop the 7.4 volt batteries, a pair of them, feeding into the motor servo driver over here. I've actually mounted an Arduino Nano up the top, and I've also got a MP3 player linked to that Arduino as well. The Arduino drives this. Now, the other major difference between my build and Michael Baddeley's is I've actually used a remote control unit commercially available. This is actually the transmitter. It's a 10 channel unit. This is one of the compatible receivers for it. This is a 6 channel unit, but it has obviously your pins for power and your 6 channels, but it has sensor and servo data connections, and I've linked the servo to the Arduino so I can get all 10 channels. That allows me to use 10 of the channels on here, and there's quite a number of buttons. In fact, the only thing I haven't got going through is one button on the back. The other button is actually connected up. So I can actually turn the power on, and yeah, I get sound effects. Of course, it helps if I turn on the transmitter. So at the moment I've set this switch up to disable all of the motors so nothing happens. Obviously this side I haven't got the covers on yet, and I haven't got the back on yet. I'm going to hot melt glue that in along with the speaker. But I can produce sound effects. They're the 6 sound effects that Mr. Michael Baddeley did actually supply on his site. The plan is to try and find 3 more, because in this configuration I can actually get more, but unfortunately I just haven't configured it to play them. There's a micro SD card in the MP3 player. It has the 6 audio files that I currently have stored on it. I can add the other 3. It'll actually support a 32 gig micro SD card, and you can run something like 10,000 different files. However, I haven't got anywhere near that installed on there at the moment, but it is something that I can do. If I enable the servos, you can see I can move the head up and down. What I've also done I've still got to fine tune some of the servos, smooth it out a little bit. The sideways movement's a little bit jerkier than I would like. I think that's more to do with the servo than anything else. The mixing for the drive is actually done on the Arduino rather than on the servo. I'm planning on adding a little bit of code to give me some deadband, which currently it hasn't got, and that's not hard to implement. No harder than implementing a full stop. This switch is not yet implemented on the. So that's my build at this stage. I'm going to hot melt glue the speaker into place so it doesn't move, and I'll hot melt glue the back plate in so it doesn't move. The rest gets screwed up and I'll be able to drive it round. It's Friday night now. Sunday, Inglewood, where I live, has the Inglewood Live Festival, and I'm hoping to drive it around the street to amuse some of the kids as they wander through.